It's the final stop before conference play gets underway as the UTSA Roadrunners meet up with the number 21 ranked Oregon Ducks. We're on the road in Eugene for our second non-conference game. The Roadrunners won on the road against Virginia Tech last week, and they enter this game at 2-1. The Ducks, meanwhile, have only played one game, so there's not a lot to break down on their side. But I think we've got to be more focused on ourselves anyway, looking at our shortcomings in the first 3 weeks. Offensively, things just don't seem to have a flow yet. We're still discovering who we are, what we do well. We have not done a good job of involving the receivers to this point. Ketron Jackson has only 90 yards receiving. And defensively, we're doing just fine when teams are forced to throw. But our run defense is perhaps our biggest weakness so far. This week, I'd like to see us involve Ketron Jackson a bit more. Oregon's a high-flying offense, and we're going to have to show we can go toe-to-toe with them. And we have not involved Jackson all that well. And now we're dealing with a major injury on this team, as Jalen Garth suffered a broken wrist last week. An offensive line is not a spot where we have much depth. You're going to see the freshman, number 72, Carl Gaddy, take over in his place. And we'll see how that affects the game plan for UTSA, with now a very inexperienced left tackle blocking for quarterback Trey Irvine. And that offense is going to start with the football today as we get this game underway. It's the non-conference finale. Handled by Ketron Jackson, out to the 30 and stop there. While the Roadrunners are still trying to figure a lot out offensively, they are scoring 30 points a game. Not a bad place to be. 3 receivers set on first down, and a play fake. Irvine bootlegs right and runs this up to the 28-yard line for a gain of 8. The Roadrunners have had inconsistent success running the football. And Mills handles the first carry and gets thrown down for a loss of 1 by Jake Shipley, number 90. Mills is both the team's leading rusher and receiver. 3rd and 2, pass caught, first down. Steven Alexander hauls it in. And the Roadrunners make their way to midfield. Motion man is Jackson. Gets the handoff and takes it to the outside, getting a good gain of 7. They're going to have to be creative. They're not built to just run it inside 20 times. That's a loose football, and Irvine jumps on it. He tried to flip that to Mills and threw it off a lineman instead. They avoid a potential turnover, and now he gets crushed. It's dumped off to Curtis Mills, and he gets the lost yardage back, and it brings up 3rd and 10. 3 receivers in the pattern. Blitz coming. Irvine gets flattened by Shipley. And that brings up 4th down. Here are the Ducks, led by senior quarterback Ty Thompson, who began his season with a 5-touchdown performance. 2 of those going to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson, a player that I think we got to watch out just looking at how we match up against tight ends. And the Ducks get underway with an inside run and a good gain for Byron Cardwell, a gain of 8. A tight end in motion now. Another give and a stiff arm from Cardwell. Cuts it downhill. Gets the 1st and more. A 19-yard run. Immediately attacking the weakness of this Roadrunner defense. Another run for Cardwell, right up the gut this time, and overpowering the front as he gains 9. Really trying to set the tone on this first drive. 3rd and 1, a first down run for Cardwell. Well, you're going to have to prove you can slow that down. Here's Ty Thompson on first down, and the pass is incomplete as they contested the throw for Franklin. 2nd down, back to Cardwell, lot of space here, and a gain of 8. UTSA, I thought they played pretty well for much of the game last week against the run. It's back to being an issue today as Cardwell gets the first down. Yeah, you really can't afford to play two high safeties. You're going to have to commit to an 8-man box in most cases. McGee checks in now and picks up where Cardwell left off as he picks up 9. Oregon doesn't have a single passing yard on this drive. Thompson trying to change that. Caught. Franklin slips a tackle, and it's a gain of 9. And the Ducks are knocking on the door with a great opening drive. Just a couple yards away. The run goes to Cardwell. A stiff arm, and he's in. Touchdown. Byron Cardwell leading the team downfield on a 13-play, 73-yard drive. It's going to be a long day if this keeps up. A lot of those yards he just picked up were after contact. You've got to get more guys to the football. 7-0 Ducks, and the Roadrunners spread them out on first down, hitting the screen. Keytron Jackson through the middle for 13, first down. You'll see Jackson line up in the backfield from time to time. He does here. Swung out, Mills, run down for a loss. Excellent play by Justin Flo. We got to avoid 3rd and longs today. Needing 11. Downfield shot just out of reach for Keytron Jackson. That was just maybe 6 inches too far. Oregon takes over. Boxes stacked for UTSA on first down. Thompson throwing. It's caught. And a first down catch for Darius Tentman. 2 deep safeties back now for the Roadrunners, sending pressure at Thompson. Dishes it outside, and that'll be a first down for the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. Guyton is in the box now on 2nd down. They give it to Cardwell. Breaks a tackle, gets the first down. He is already at 76 yards on his first 10 carries. Cardwell again trying to cut outside and actually brought down on first contact. It is only a gain of 3. You gotta start winning those battles on first down. A 2nd and 7. Time to throw, and too tall from Thompson. It'll bring up 3rd down. Ducks in field goal range, and they need the 20-yard line here. Thompson got his man. Franklin to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. How about this throw from Ty Thompson? He had to thread that between the defender and the underneath receiver, and did so perfectly. 14-0. It is as lopsided as you can really see a game here in the first quarter. Irvine on the last play of the quarter, right through the hands of Jackson. And that's another issue we have on this team. Jackson's drop passes, Omar Harris's drop passes. It's been a huge issue. 3rd down. Drop by Harris. There it is again. I don't know how you can trust having him on the field. But that gives it back to Oregon, already up 14-0. They have a short field. Cardwell hits. Drop for a loss by Preston Quinn. You got to get off the field here, and they creep down Kima Guyton. Pressure coming. Handled. Caught by Ferguson. First down, Oregon. If you're going to blitz and you don't get there, someone's going to be open. Inside of UTSA territory, a wide open catch and a first down for Terrence Ferguson. He's already up to 4 grabs on the day. Going back to Cardwell, and room this time, and continuing to get yards after contact. Sloppy tackling, we're not getting off blocks. A red zone trip, Cardwell, he gets the first down on an 8-yard run. And he's up to 95. Oregon once more. Thompson to the air. End zone. Delivered for the touchdown. 3 straight touchdown drives to start this game. And it's not just the running game they're struggling with. They're not doing anything right defensively. It is 21-0. And the Roadrunners were hoping to avoid this very start. Across the middle, Irvine connects with Keytron Jackson for 14. You've got to give your defense a rest here. This is way too much. A run going to Juwan Johnson, and he gets a good push up the right side. We'll see if they favor that side now with the freshman at left tackle. Uh-oh, Mills had to redirect, and he doesn't get there. And that was Shipley again. Demolishing Curtis Davis off the snap. He threw off the whole run. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1 in Oregon territory. Got it with Mills. First down. That time running away from Shipley. 2nd and 10 for Irvine. That's out quick, and Jackson has a good gain. I think it starts primarily with him, getting him the football more. He's at 4 catches. 3rd and 1. That's going to be close. I don't know if they got this one either. They're not doing great in short yardage. They are set up to go for it yet again. Sneaking ahead is Irvine, and they get the first down. And the Roadrunners will spend a timeout here. They've gone for it twice. It's a good chance to rest everybody up after this start to the drive. Irvine needs 7, and he found his man. Caught by Johnny Jenkins. That's a 12-yarder and a big-time first down. Got to get you some points on this drive. Jackson across, gets the handoff, but doesn't find much space. He's already touched the ball 6 times offensively. He and Jenkins are the 2 receivers on 2nd down. Blitz coming! Incomplete! More havoc up front from the Ducks defense, and this brings up 3rd down. They got to get inside the 10. Pressure picked up. Irvine, end zone, caught for the touchdown. Curtis Davis. And the Roadrunners are finally on the board. And they gave their defense a much-needed rest. Big-time throw there from Irvine. 2.5 to play now in the first half. Oregon set to get it again. McGee handles the return. He's got some blocking across the 40. One man to beat, and thankfully he got him. 54-yard run back. And Oregon already has 3 straight touchdown drives. They'll try to make it 4. Thompson across the middle. Nice catch by Tentman. 3 receivers to the right. They give this to Cardwell, and there's all kinds of room. 6 more. Cardwell over 100 yards in the first half alone. Carries again. This time they're ready, and he's met in the backfield by Darren Malone. You've got to be aggressive if you want to make plays here. Blitz coming on 3rd down. Thompson through the hands of the receiver. He was right at the boundary. And that's going to bring out the field goal team for the Ducks. About a 48-yard try. And this kick is good. Oregon makes it 24-7, leaving some time on the clock now for UTSA. And they put together a drive here, starting empty, a tight end screen, and Davis lost his footing as he gains 4. They do have 1 timeout remaining. They don't spend it here. 53 seconds on the clock. Irvine throws, and it's broken up for Jackson. Again, he's unable to hold on. It brings up a 3rd down. Juwan Johnson also in the game. It's a heavy rush, and the pass is dropped by Omar Harris. Another one for the freshman. And that's going to end the drive. The Ducks now have 38 seconds. They've done well on the ground. They've done well through the air, and they've got 2 timeouts. Thompson. Wide open is Franklin, and he's got 10 yards and an Oregon first down. Thompson now 13 of 18 passing with 23 to go. Underneath, first down catch for Troy Franklin. And the clock is about the only thing that can stop the Ducks here in the first half. A 4-man rush. It is floated, incomplete for Ferguson. Good coverage over the middle. Just trying to force a field goal try at this point. Tentman makes the catch. Out of bounds with 8 seconds left, and they have a timeout. So if you run a quick play here, you've got 1 more shot. First and goal for Thompson. Scans the field. Off balance throw. Knocked away by Jason Hall. Flying in at the last moment. Well, that's going to bring on the field goal team. And a last second field goal makes it 27-7 at the break. It has been dominated by Oregon thus far. Their offense is giving UTSA far more than they can handle right now. Games like this highlight where the Roadrunners are right now with their trenches. They've lost a lot of talent there over the last couple years, and they have not replaced that talent sufficiently. They're not running well today. They're not stopping the run today. And their pass rush has not been able to give them enough when Oregon drops back to pass. It's been a dominant effort for the Ducks through one half, and a 20-point lead as we get underway in the third quarter. Thompson outside, he got picked, and it's Kima Guyton headed the other way with a touchdown. His second straight game with a pick six, and that's how we start the second half. The biggest play made by the Roadrunner defense all day. It's gonna take more than that, but that's a great start. And Oregon now leads by 13, and they'll run this outside with Cardwell. He gets decked by John Posick for a loss. They've got to funnel him outside. Do not let him just get downhill with ease. On second down, that's Ferguson falling forward, a good gain. The issue, though, they're 4 of 5 on third downs offensively. Thompson has time. Downfield, Franklin's there, and he hauls it in. Dorsey's got his hands full, and Franklin's winning that matchup with 6 catches already. Thompson pressured, floats it, and it's incomplete. Well covered by Jay Ginn. Get a little pressure on the quarterback, you can start to get somewhere. Third down, and Thompson picked again! Darren Malone headed the other way and brought down. He just threw it right to him. I think the blocker got in his way, and that led to him barely getting anything behind this throw. And that is 2 interceptions now for this Roadrunner defense. They'll run with Johnson. Ran into his own man, probably cost him some yardage, but he still gets 6. Chuck Bell, the offset fullback on second down. Irvine under pressure, and they got him. He holds on to it for a 4-yard sack. Jackson Harris to the right side on a third down. Pressure coming. That's Mills, brought down immediately. And we'll bring out the field goal team. Keith Combs. 47-yard try, left hash. Combs got it right down the middle. And the Roadrunners have already scored 10 here to start the second half. 27-17. You had to start somewhere. They've gotten a big answer defensively. Now McGee takes it from the goal line, and he's got a convoy out in front. McGee brought down around the 40. That's the second long kick return he's had so far. We'll see how Ty Thompson responds to these mistakes. Maybe Oregon leans more on that running game again. Off the fake, he floats it out to Ferguson. First down into UTSA territory. They want him to get right back to attacking the defense. First and 10, all by himself. Ferguson up the sideline, broke a tackle, and he's inside the 20. It's just too easy. We do not have linebackers that play well in man coverage. Thompson scans the field and floats it between defenders and a receiver. Incomplete. Jason Hall is the single high safety. Thompson throws this one away. Trying to avoid another mistake, but now it's third down. 2 safeties standing inside the 5 for the Roadrunner defense. Time to throw, and it's checked down to Cardwell. He gets hammered down, and the Roadrunners will get off the field. But 3 more for Oregon, 13-point game. Mills takes the handoff, and he's headed outside. He gets a good gain of 9. If they could find a way to run the football, that would be huge. You do not want to be one-dimensional in a game like this. Jackson's turn, left side, not much there. Good tackle. They've certainly tried using Jackson more in this game. A fake now. Irvine getting outside the pocket and decides to keep it. Gets the first down, a rush of 11. Kanikuel Fatualia checks in at receiver on second down. Pressure forces Irvine again to his right, and there's nobody there for Oregon. Another first down scramble for Trey Irvine. That could replace your running game. Inside the Oregon 40, sweeping with Mills. Good cutback and some tough running. He's done a much better job of handling the punishment than I expected. He's not a big back. 3rd and 2, Johnson doesn't get there. Another 3rd and short failure. And they are going to be going for it now. 4th and a full yard, maybe a yard and a half. They'll throw. Caught, first down, Curtis Davis. And they keep the drive moving. 11th play of the drive. Nice move by Mills, right down the middle, first down. And a 14-yard run. UTSA finding a bit more balance. Now 1st and goal, end zone open, and he missed him. Too high for Curtis Davis. They're trying to cut this to a one-possession game. Irvine fires, caught, touchdown! Johnny Jenkins! And we are back to a one-score game. They have turned this game around in the 3rd quarter. You gotta love the resiliency of our Roadrunners. In a 6-point game now, here's Seven McGee. He's got some blockers once again, gets outside, across midfield. McGee will go all the way for a touchdown. And the Ducks answer. We're going to have to evaluate who's on special teams here because we've seen our players just get leveled every run back for him. Maybe he's got the best special teams blockers I've ever seen, but it's a 37-24 game now. Roadrunners right back to the offense, and Harris is going to get out of trouble and gain 7. He also did not drop the ball that time. 30 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, and a screen dialed up to beat the blitz. Here goes Mills. He's down the sideline, and he's going to take this one the distance. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Perfect time to call that screen. And Curtis Mills continues to lead this team in receiving. That might just be a trend that ends up going the entire year. What a difference Curtis Mills is making for this offense. But now you've seen your special teams struggle all day. What do? Squib kick. Picked up around the 35, and this is going to be really good field position. Although we have a flag. We have had a relatively penalty-free game, and this is actually costly. Oregon could have began around midfield. Now just at their own 31. Handoff Cardwell. Good run of 7 yards as we close up this 3rd quarter. And Oregon now leads 37-31. We got ourselves a game now. What an effort from UTSA to turn this into something. 4-man rush. Thompson downfield, too far and off the mark. 3rd down. Roadrunners have struggled getting off the field in these situations. They stack the box. Cardwell runs it. Gets outside. Falls forward. First down, Ducks. 3 receivers left trying to take defenders out of the box. Cardwell chased down and stopped by James Johnson for a loss of 1. And that'll set up another 3rd down for Oregon. They're coming after Thompson. He floats it, and it's nearly intercepted by John Posick. What an acrobatic play. Just could not get down in bounds. And finally, this defense has forced a punt. And that's a pretty good one. Going out of bounds inside the 15. But the Roadrunners now have their opening, trailing by 6. Out to Mills on the screen, has a block. Bounces off contact. First down, Curtis Mills. Juwan Johnson checks in the game, but here comes Jackson. Gets the handoff and gets hammered. Only a short gain. Have not been able to get Jackson big plays. Third down. Need the 35. Irvine on the money and caught by Jenkins. 15 yards. First down. Johnny Jenkins has a couple big catches now, and Irvine connects with Steven Alexander for a gain of 11. Here's Jackson in motion once again. Another handoff and gets downhill. He'll take 5 yards. Jackson now with 5 rushes. Offense a bit more on schedule now. Off the fake, the pass is caught. And it's a first down for Kellen Holman. Gain of 12. Offset backfield. They'll run with Juwan Johnson. And he grinds out 4 yards. Slowing things down, trying to get slow and methodical. Johnson hit down. And there is Shipley again. Not much success attacking his side. It brings up a 3rd and 7. Jenkins the motion man. Pressure getting there. Jenkins caught it again. Another first down, and the Roadrunners are putting together another long possession. They've got it first down inside the red zone. Off play action. Irvine is picked. He forced it into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He wanted Kanikuel Fatualia. And the defender gets in front and just shuts that down with ease. The first turnover for UTSA comes at the worst possible time. Cardwell up the middle. Good gain on first down as the Ducks look to end this game. We are inside 3 minutes. Cardwell has space. Gets the first. And he's brought down after a 13-yard run. 141 yards rushing. Play clock winds down. Cardwell gets it and is hit down by James Johnson after a 5-yard gain. The Roadrunners have spent their first timeout. Thompson wants to throw and through the hands of the tight end. They tried to catch him off guard and it nearly worked. So now a 3rd and 5. And they go back to Cardwell. Slowed down. Second effort. Still doesn't get it. And the Roadrunners have forced 4th down. And they're going to have a chance with under 2 minutes to play. Still down 6. You've got to get a touchdown. They need one more drive. Against the pressure. Pass caught by Jenkins. And Oregon brings him down. It's only a gain of 1. They've ran a lot of those screens today. Second down, floating, incomplete for Davis. Oregon all over that play. Third down, Harris is slot right. Pressure coming, dump for Mills. Trying to shake a defender and he gets stopped shy of the marker. 4th down UTSA, and the game's on the line with this play. Jenkins and Jackson are not in the game. And they've got to get the first down right here. Against the pressure. Caught first down. Davis fighting across midfield. 26 yards and the game continues. 1 minute left to play. Setting up a screen. Mills in trouble. Loses 1. And they'll use a timeout. And that's their last one with 54 seconds to play. Another blitz dialed up. Irvine got hit, got Jenkins, and he gets 9. Good job getting some yards after the catch. But we're down to 37 seconds. Looking for a first down. Irvine caught. Jenkins first down. And it looks like Johnny Jenkins has become the go-to receiver in this second half. 30 seconds to go. Up top, a shot through the back of the end zone and incomplete. But that stops the clock. 3rd and 10, Roadrunners. You want to get the first down here to stop the clock and give you a few more plays to work with. Irvine, well protected. He's got his man, Steven Alexander. First down, UTSA. They've got 17 seconds now. They've got to get hurried up, though. And they don't have a play ready. So the clock is going to start winding now. 14 seconds left. They've got to get this play off quick. And you cannot get stopped in bounds. Irvine's going to lob it. And it's nearly picked by Dante Manning. 6 seconds left. They did not handle that well. You got 1, maybe 2 plays here. You've got to get in the end zone. Irvine lobbing, incomplete with 2 seconds remaining. And this game is going to come down to one final play. 13 yards from the end zone. They spread the defense out. Here it is. Irvine lets it fly, and it's caught for the touchdown! Steven Alexander, what a catch! Roadrunners have tied it! Unreal! 21 points down. Here come the Roadrunners. And they finally complete the comeback as time expires. What a moment for the Roadrunners. And this place is silent. Now, we still have the extra point. But if UTSA hits this, it's over. Combs, right down the middle. Roadrunners win. A stunner in Eugene as they steal one. Unbelievable game. And the Roadrunners move to 3-1 on the season with a gutsy performance for the ages. That is an instant classic. 38-37. I did not think we had a performance like this in us after the way the first half went. Starting down 21-0, it looked like we were going to give up 300 yards rushing. But we fought back, chipped away, and started to do some things right. And we got some big turnovers to start the second half that really gave us a chance to get back in it. I wanted to see us play this game a bit differently and try to avoid turnovers and sacks, and for the most part we did that. A lot of screens and quick passes, not letting Irvine take too many hits. The running game is still, really scary. Any play feels like it could be a loss of 3. But we find a way, and we've gone 3-1 here in the first 4, which I feel really good about. We didn't lose the one that you'd think here if I just said we go 3-1 in non-conference play. And we still got things, that are going to worry me going into the Big 12 schedule. But hopefully we don't see too many run-heavy teams because we don't have much of an answer. Eventually we stopped giving up 10 yards a carry to Cardwell. That didn't last forever. We played much better in the second half. And if we keep this up for one more week, we might be back in the top 25. We just dropped Oregon out of the standings. Now, we are 3-1 here, and we have not played a conference game, of course. That's the schedule that really matters here, unless you're trying to be a national championship contender. And we do have a tough schedule right away to begin Big 12 play, so we're going to be further tested. But you hope that in the first 4 games in your non-conference schedule, you can learn some things and make some adaptations. And I think we learned one thing today. And that's that the passing game needs to start running through Johnny Jenkins. He is the most sure-handed pass catcher on the team. He's got 99 catching. Everybody else is a problem there. 75 for Keytron Jackson. Under 55 for Omar Harris. Curtis Davis is closer to an 80. If you want a sure-handed guy, you throw it to Johnny Jenkins. We did that in the second half, and I plan to continue to do that. I also like Curtis Mills a lot there and Curtis Davis. I think we're going to continue using Keytron Jackson a bit like a Deebo Samuel, but understand that he's not the most reliable pass catcher. And the screen game is going to keep being a part of this offense. I'm normally not a huge screen guy, but I think with our offensive line and some of the playmakers we have, it makes sense with this team. And we get Iowa State next. Number 8 team in the country, huge Big 12 test. That's coming our way after our bye week. We have some recruiting to take care of. Recruiting, obviously, is pretty critical this year. Looking at some of the weaknesses on this roster, want to get that right. And I'll give you some updates as we get further into the season. But thank you all for watching today's video. An exciting one for you today. I know videos have been really scarce on the channel lately. I'm doing stuff on the second channel. I'm trying to get stuff ready for Madden. I want to do a better job of getting some of these videos out because I'm really enjoying the NCAA. It's just I'm juggling probably more than I should right now. But I'll have another video coming your way here in a little bit. And I'll see you all next time. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all then.